Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Good to see you.
It is good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a long week.
Oh, I'm tired. I'm ready for a nap. Uh-oh. Go ahead. I'm going to sneeze.
You're going to sneeze. Yeah, we're at the Tampa RV Super Show. There you go. One more time.
I hope I have it.
She's usually a 3 sneezer. Usually.
Why is it when the camera come on, I sneeze?
I don't know. You're allergic to going live.
Maybe. Well, hello, everybody. Hello, Idle Cruises. That's Sandy and Phil. We got to see them a little bit this week.
We are not. Yeah, we did. Got to see them. And they are brand new members. Navigator members.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Wow.
I know. Wow. And we'll thank our new members here in just a couple of minutes. But we are at the 2022 Tampa RV Super Show.
We are.
And we're not like MJ and Izzy. You're not going to see us strolling around live with the
they did check in and say hello. So.
Live stream. Well, good. It's good to see y'all.
Break.
Oh my goodness, we're just not we're not those folks, and we can't talk at that level. We can't describe those RVs, and we certainly don't have the research and knowledge that you guys have. But if you've not caught MJ and Izzy Endless RVing anytime this week during their live streams or their YouTube videos, right, you need to check them out, because it's the closest thing to being here and getting a good explanation of what it is you're looking at.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like going through the Tallahassee Automobile Museum a couple of weekends ago. There was a YouTuber, obviously an auto fanatic.
Oh, yes.
Who was right behind us. And he was explaining every car. He had his camera. He had the DJI. And he was walking around explaining every vehicle in there.
He was. He knew.
He wasn't reading the placard at the museum. He was explaining it from knowledge. He was good. So I just I was ahead of him with my camera, and I just kept saying what he said, what he said, what he said. So I'm going to say that about MJ and Izzy Endless RVing, what they said. Great videos. Yes. Do check them out. A lot of great videos are going to be coming out about the Tampa RV show, and some are already out. In fact, Brad and Diana,
yep,
they did a walkthrough and a outside review of the Black Series 19-foot and the 17-foot RVs. That is your extreme off-road travel trailer. And it's got a full gimbal hitch on it. It's got the Nerf bars on it. It's got protected propane tanks. It's got a diesel tank. It's got solar, 600 watts of solar on the roof. Anyway, go check out that video. The Black Series, the Extreme Terrain RVing from Brad and Diana at It's About Time Now. Okay, check those out. Anyway, want to say hello to everybody who's here. Miss Barbara.
Ooh, well, we've got Diana with It's About Time Now.
Good.
We've got John from Over the Hill RV.
Hey, John.
Sue from Lucky Dog.
Good to see you, Sue. Thank you again for moderating.
Absolutely. Leslie's here. Leslie. And
hello, Leslie from that is Wayward Waggs. Yeah. Leslie and Dustin and Scout.
Nursing Our Travel Bug is here.
Hey, I feel like I just saw y'all.
I just saw you guys.
What a great family.
Yeah. Steve from Adventure RV Adventure is here.
We missed Steve this year.
We did miss him this year.
Steve had a heart attack back around New Year's.
Kind of kept that quiet.
I know he did, but he did explain it in a video, so I don't feel bad about letting you folks know to keep praying for Steve for a good, strong, healthy recovery. And he had to have a couple of stints, and I know where he's at on that. I definitely know where he's at.
Aaron Jemison is here.
Hello, Aaron. Good to see you.
Our epic RV adventure.
You don't say.
I do.
Michael and Shelley have taken time out of their extensively, their time is so volumed, it is so measured, because everybody wants a piece of our epic RV adventure. When they were at the show, they basically had to wear, disguises
I
to
saw
move
Shelley
around
in a
inside the
hoodie
show.
a couple
Yeah,
of
she was in
times.
a hoodie a couple of times. But our epic RV adventure, Michael, Shelley, and Talon, great to see y'all here. Appreciate
Shanna
it.
Craft is here.
Hello, Shanna.
And everybody's busy saying hello to everybody. Let's go a
Good.
little bit further down the screen here.
15 of you folks.
Endless RV, and I told you they were here.
Yes.
We did. We stopped and chat with them a little bit.
We did. We saw them at the Liquid Spring booth. They were representing for Liquid Spring, and they have that on their RV.
Yep.
And they highly recommend it. But you could see them just about everywhere at the show. And I do hope they had some time to take a breather and a quick rest. I know they were driving back, so it's going to be a long haul. But thank y'all for being here.
Yep. Coming on down.
We got some pictures coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Took a couple of snapshots of our week here at the RV show. You're not going to see a lot of RVs. You're going to see a couple of unique RVs, things that were outside the norm. But again, if you're looking to find reviews of RVs, many of the channels that you see on here right now are putting out our RV review videos from the Tampa show.
Right.
Basically, me and Miss Barbara, we don't come to really look at the RVs. Maybe one day we'll be in the market and we'll be here at the show and we'll really bear down and look at one. But we came to meet the people.
Yeah, well, we weren't really in the market for anything this time. I mean, we had a few needs that we wanted to see,
right,
and we had some needs taken care of for us.
Right, absolutely.
And so we had a good trip here, a good visit here, but this was really just a visit for us.
It was.
And
it was great to see everybody.
Yeah. We got to spend a lot of time with Lisa and
Chris, right?
Summer's going coastal and Lippy Lisa.
He didn't feel real good the last day. They had to drive home, but they're fairly local, so they didn't have too far to go. Mr. Roboto is here, shipmate. Good to see you.
And also, Backwoods Art Studio is here.
Sherry is here. Thank you so much, Sherry, for being here. Nudge Jerry and tell him to log on. And everybody, if you've not hit the thumbs up, go ahead and hit the thumbs up now. We would definitely appreciate that.
But,
and Sherry says, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to all you folks out there. Endless RVing says, we're breathing now while we drive home. Well, don't get too relaxed driving home. Eyes on the road. Y'all be careful, okay? It was good to see y'all. Really was.
So anyway, we had a full week. We have been traveling and doing a lot of harvest hosting, and this trip has been more.
We've done more boondocking, Boondockers Welcome and Harvest Host than we've ever done on this trip so far, and we're going to do a lot more as we work our way down to Key West and up the Atlantic coast. Yeah.
So we're having a good time with that.
And Steve, Avenger RV Adventure, thank you so much for that bucket idea. We got a full bucket of water in the shower right now. If you're not familiar with this boondocking trick, Steve turned us on to it from Avenger RV Adventure. And basically, when you turn on your hot water, you got to wait for it to run a while before it actually gets hot.
You don't have to, but I'm not taking a cold shower.
Well, yeah, you could jump right in, but we're not going to. So you get you a bucket, which we found at the show, bought us a bucket and a collapsible bucket. So it's real small, but it opens out to I guess about 3 gallons.
Easily.
Yeah, at least. And we keep it in the shower. And when you turn the faucet or turn the spigot on to get the hot water, you just go ahead and catch that water that's coming out. Then when it gets warm, you use your Navy shower switch, shut it off, and then you're ready to take your shower. And you collected that water for other purposes, whether it's washing dishes or anything else. So you're not wasting that water, because when you're boondocking, what you have on board, you keep on board. It just goes from one tank to the other. So eventually you got your fresh water is going to work its way into the gray and black water tanks. And when that water is used up, you need to find potable water.
Well, I think it was important, if nothing else, to help you realize how much water you're using in the shower.
It didn't take long to fill up that 3-gallon bucket.
Yeah, 3 showers worth.
So we realized that at least a gallon every shower.
So it helps.
And that's not your shower water, your dirty water, your gray water. That's the clean water coming out before you actually take your shower. So keep that bucket in there and catch that. Then you can wash dishes or use it for any other purpose you need. Yeah. But a great idea, Steve. Thank you so much for that. Nursing Our Travel Bug. Bill says, I did the coldish shower. Well, it warmed after I flipped the switch the first time.
Yeah, that's important. I'll even ask, do we have hot water?
Well, if I'm going to be on the generator when we're boondocking, I'll turn on the 120 volt heating element for the hot water. If we're not, and the generator's not on, then of course I flip on the gas, but I kind of conserve my gas. My diesel generator, we're going to be probably running it anyway when we're in here during the day to either run the AC or other appliances for meals and stuff like that. So I make sure that, and our hot water heater is extremely insulated.
Yes. That
hot water heater, I turned it off. I don't know what night it was, a couple of nights ago. And before I turned off the 120 volts, and then I shut down the generator, and then I went to bed. Well, the next morning, Miss Barbara got up at good 6 hours.
Oh, longer than that.
Yeah, probably longer than that. Miss Barbara got up, and she took a hot shower. And there was no LP gas or 120 volt heating element working in the hot water tank, so in the water tank. So,
Thrifty Angela has joined us.
Hello, Thrifty Angela. Thank you so much.
But we had a great time meeting folks. We had we really were into the sit and chat mode.
And Sherry says that Jerry says there's no such thing as a hot water heater. That's true. It's a water heater. Hot water doesn't need heating. It's a water heater, just like an ATM machine. That's automatic teller machine. So you don't need to say ATM machine. I need to find an ATM machine. You need an automatic teller machine.
Okay.
And why do they call it a pair of scissors? You only get one. A pair of scissors or a pair of pants? Now, I understand a pair of socks.
There's 2 of them.
That's right, but a pair of pants?
See what I get to put up with.
It's what kept me out of the better schools.
Yeah. But we spent our time. I spent my time mostly just enjoying some good company.
Yep.
Ricky did do several walkthroughs to get just a little bit of footage.
I mostly did external shots of the entire, walking around the show. Right. So, and I will put out a video, as will most people who visited who are YouTube channels. Mine's going to be basically exterior shots of some of the RVs and just walking around, experiencing the show itself.
Yeah.
Because I am not the person to talk the specifics on RVs. Got tires on it. Got a roof on it. Got a hitchy thing on it.
Hitchy thing.
And a dough. That's all you need, right? It's long. Boy, I saw the long one. Holy cow. It was actually, I think we saw it last year. It was really a mobile office, but it is towed by a tractor. You put a semi truck to pull it, and that thing was long. Hello, James Cantonese. So proud to see you. I can't wait to see you at Slow Mo's rendezvous, the Slow Mo Crew rendezvous.
Why is stream elements timing people out?
I have no idea. Did it just time?
It timed James Cantonese out, and I looked at the comment, and all he said was hi.
He did say hi.
He did it in, it looks like it's, well, he just said hi.
All caps. That may
No,
be.
it looks like it was in the italics.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know why they closed him out, so y'all hang on, and he'll pipe in there and have all sorts of things to say.
Everybody say hello to James while
Hello,
you're here.
James.
Hello, James.
He typed in all caps.
Yeah, and be careful about typing in all caps. That's considered shouting by the stream bot, not by us. We know you.
We know you. And Mary Jones is here.
Hello, Mary Jones. Bad bot. Very bad bot. Bad bot. But I would like to take this time to thank our members at the navigator level.
Okay.
We have Idle Cruises.
Sandy and Phil.
What's that?
Sandy and Phil.
Sandy and Phil at the navigator level.
Okay.
And also at the navigator level, we have Over the Hill RV.
John.
That is John. Thank you so much, John. And also at the navigator level is Chief and D.
We had an excellent afternoon with
We
them.
did. We certainly
They
did.
walked the show and they were tired, and we were at the RV, and we just sat outside on the lawn chairs and drank some beer.
Yeah,
or whatever,
cooled off and let our
cooled off.
legs rest. It was a good time with their channel. I know Chief and D, but
Forever RV Land.
Foreverland RV. Foreverland RV. So those are our navigator levels. And we also have Steve from Avenger RV Adventure on board as a deckhand. And Johnny of Johnny's Journeys is a deckhand.
Cool.
And just understand that if you want to become a member, there's options for you to get some perks and little freebies on the side and behind the scenes shots and bloopers and things like that. But if you don't, that's fine, because everything's going to continue the same. You're going to get all those great and informative videos, and you're also going to keep getting these live streams every Sunday. But what we will add is a members only live stream, and we're also going to have some perks for those who would like to become members.
Members only live stream or a members only video things?
Well, there's
How
members.
do you do a
There's members only
live stream?
videos, which we have been putting out about every 2 days. They're anywhere from 2 minutes to 4 minutes in length, and it just kind of sums up behind the scenes what we're doing, what we're dealing with, where we're going. And so if you want to get a behind the scenes look at us through the week, we put out members only videos. But a members only live stream, we're not going to do it this Sunday, but next Sunday we'll have a members only live stream. It'll be about 15 minutes where we sit there and chit chat back and forth, and it'll immediately follow our live stream. Okay? That'll start next Sunday.
I'm not saying anything.
Well,
It can be used against me in a court of Ricky. I didn't know
I
did
tell her
members
all
only.
these things,
You
and she
never
doesn't.
mention members.
Well, let me
only
ask you a
live-
question.
Okay.
Do you even go to our channel? Have you even seen what it is all about?
I live our channel.
You got to go to our channel every now and then. You got to click on the join button. You got to see what the perks are.
Well, I did look at it real quickly,
Okay.
but it's like, yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if she even knows we got a channel.
Good Lord.
What bloopers, you say?
Our everyday life.
No, we are so professional. There is rarely a blooper. I'm sorry, I can't say that with a straight face. I made that ladder video. If y'all saw it, the Tale of Two Ladders, it took me like 3 tries to make the video from start to finish. And fussing with those ladders behind the scenes.
It was like he didn't know what he was doing.
Oh, that thing almost ate my thumbs a couple of times and was pinching me. And I was doing a little bit of little bit of cussing on the side, which I'll bleep out even in the bloopers. But I was losing my Christian manners over some of those shots I was trying to do.
He was trying to get that louder to straighten him, and I'm behind the camera because he wants me to make sure he's in the shot, and it was pretty funny.
And then afterwards, you look at the video, and it all went so smooth. It just opened up, it locked, it folded.
Life's not that smooth. Not our life.
Anyway, that's the kind of stuff you'll get behind the scenes. Also, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We would certainly appreciate that. Johnny's Journey. Yeah. Her
link. Sue's been putting links.
That's
in there
right.
For our navigators.
Leslie says that's funny, Barbara. It was funny. Now, I look back on it. It was funny at the time. It was not funny. I was losing daylight. I had to make this video. So I wondered how many times you got your fingers doing that video. That's right, Steve. I got a thumb. I got a thumb that is just now healing. You still see it, right? Yep. Yeah. That thumb, I dropped one of those rungs the hard way. And that thumb the next morning was black, that thumbnail. So it's just now starting to heal up and grow out. But just be careful with those ladders. I mean, they're good ladders, but even Miss Barbara was cringing. When you pinch those two retaining clips together, that thing is going to guillotine. So if you've got a full length above you, say 12 feet out, all of that weight's coming down. Each rung is collapsing on itself. So just be careful, all right? I tell you to be careful in the video. So if you get your thumb mashed, that's all you. That's on you. Feeling generous? Yeah, that's Streambot in there. Yeah. All right, I tell you what. Why don't we, let's see. We covered the members. Mm-hmm. Our members right now are Idle Cruises and Over the Hill RV, and Dee and Chief at Foreverland RV, also Steve, Avenger RV Adventure, and Johnny's Journey. They've decided to come on board as members, and we thank you all so much for that. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to bring up some pictures here, and we're going to talk about the photos as we have them on the screen. Just a few shots from the past few days here at the Tampa RV show. And if you can't hear us talking about the image that you see on the screen, let us know, because I'm not sure if I gave you a full screen image, whether or not you're actually going to be able to hear us while we're still talking or while the video is on the screen. Let me go ahead and take down my frame, because the frame kind of gets in the way. Mm-hmm. All right, there's the frame. Here's our first image right here. All right. Miss Barbara, you want to explain that picture?
Well, as you can see, we ran into One Strange Adventure and Nursing Our Travel Bugs, and us girls were standing together trying to get a decent picture, and then Ricky told us to ham it up. So
who is that in the picture?
It's Cindy
Strange.
Cindy Strange, One Strange Adventure. Then there's me. There's beautiful little Bella. And she is part of Nursing Our Travel Bug. And of course, that's Natasha. And Diane says she can hear us.
All right, good. Let's go to this next picture here.
We were saying hello or goodbye.
That's right. We were greeting them. That's Harold right there to the left, and Cindy and Miss Barbara hugging. And of course, that's Natasha hamming it up over on the right from Nursing Our Travel Bug. Let's see here. There's me and Brad. We're examining the camera. That's not
that wasn't an intentional shot.
Intentional shot. I was showing him something on the camera, and as you can see in the background, Diana's back there laughing at something. But
after two of you,
we're both very serious, as you can see. Whatever it is about the camera, we are extremely serious. I think it was the external monitor for the camera. Now, this is something that was real interesting. You're going to get a couple of shots of some of my favorites from the show. This is a one-piece composite. It's the Barefoot and it's all one piece, no seams in that little travel bubble there. It reminds me of the pumpkin from Cinderella.
Yeah.
But anyway, one solid piece, and they're not actually making those yet. This was a prototype at the show. But I thought that was a real interesting RV right there. A nice little travel trailer, all one piece, no seams, no leaking. No
Right.
seams, no leaking. That's pretty neat. All right. Over here on the left-hand side, you have Lippy Lisa.
Yeah.
Summers. And then you got Barbara, and you got Chris Summers, the retired Coast Guard. And then you've got Brad, the retired Coast Guard. And there is Diana to the right of the screen. We're standing outside. They had just arrived, and Chris had just put his flagpole up.
Yeah.
When we happened up on him and said hello. And Lisa is over here watching traffic because I'm standing in the road, and she's trying to get me out of the road, keep me from getting run over. So, and there's Matilda in our parking spot. At any number of times, we had many different RVs around us. They came and went. But here we are when I think we first arrived, and we've got two Class A's on each side of us. And as you can see way back in the back, another Class A back there. You can also see Matilda and our flags. Every time we walked from the gate, we would home in on those flags to get us back to our home 20.
Yeah.
So that's the purpose of the flags right there. This is a Global X Vehicles. The company is Global X Vehicles, and it's actually based on a Russian off-road vehicle. And Brad kind of explained it to me, but that is an extreme off-road vehicle. If you wanted to go up to northern Alaska and get off the beaten path and drive all the way up to the coast on the rocks, that's probably the thing you'd want to do it on right there. I bet it costs a couple of $1,000 to buy that thing. You reckon you get it for about $2,500?
Several times over.
Yeah, many times over. This was my favorite of the entire show. Of the entire show, this was my favorite. This is a truck camper with triple slides. It's got 3 slides, queen size bed, full queen size bed, full wet shower, and lots of room. And equally as impressive, it's sitting on a Ford F550 chassis with 28-inch tires. I think I overheard someone say the truck alone was about $170,000. Just the truck.
That's why they have
$170,000.
that truck camper on it. They can't afford an RV.
And that, yeah, and that truck camper was very impressive. It in that format, that small footprint, they made it work. They made every inch of space work, and that was a pretty incredible RV right there. Can you tell us? Can you tell us what that is right there?
That is Shelly's dinner. Gosh, what?
First night we were here.
First night we were here. We went to we find these great little restaurants in this area, but we went to this little restaurant.
Stefano's.
It's not far from the site, and tons of food. When they brought that, we were shocked and amazed because, she really thought she was only going to get maybe a quarter of that amount.
A little portion, right?
Oh my gosh!
And that is chicken, mushrooms, artichoke hearts, and this restaurant specialized in Greek, Italian, and seafood.
Yeah, they asked us what we wanted to eat, and we said, "Oh, I don't know, Italian and or seafood."
Italian or seafood. So Shelly started researching, and she found us a little place called Stefano's, and it turned out to be excellent.
Yes.
And Shelly says that food was amazing. I just love that place.
It was great.
That's going to be another one of our go-tos from now on here in the Tampa area. But that was very nice. I think Miss Barbara got the lasagna.
I did, and I ate on it 4 different times.
I
At the
got
restaurant and 3 other times.
I got the clam and linguine.
You did.
I ate on that 2 or 3 times.
Yes, a lot
Yeah.
of food, but it was great.
Yeah.
We've got Teachers on Adventures here.
Great to see y'all. Really appreciate it.
BB3 from Murder Mystery Haunted History is here.
Hello, BB3. She's going live with Nettie at 5 o'clock
Cool.
Eastern time.
Okay.
That's right. All right, let's see what else we got here. Obviously, being a show, you're going to have the carny food, and I am a absolute fool for a hot Italian sausage dog.
Yes.
With all the onions and everything. And, you know, I didn't get one. I took a picture of the little food shack here, but I didn't get one. But I love those Italian sausage dogs.
That's because I made you eat before you go. Oh, my gosh.
And Miss Barbara can explain this one just in case we have lurkers. Maybe Alan's out there watching, or Stacy.
This is sitting next to me is my cousin Lori, and I haven't seen Lori in like 50 years. And because she follows me on Facebook, she realized we were in the Tampa area, and we connected together, and we went and had breakfast this morning. We had it at the Maple Street Biscuit Factory, Maple Street Biscuit Factory. And with her, sitting next to Lori with the nice long dark hair, that's her daughter Jessie. Across from Jessie, that's Alan, her son, and that's Jessie's wife there. And I believe Tracy. Yeah, I believe her name is Tracy. Anyway, so she brought her children along to meet their Aunt Barbara or cousin Barbara, or however that's related.
That would be a cousin.
Okay, but as you can see in this picture, Lori and I have a lot of similarities. We look a lot like each other. She could be my sister.
Explain that relationship and why that is so.
Because Lori, even though she's my cousin, my father's sister is married to my mother's brother. Father's sister, mother, brother. That's how my parents met.
So y'all actually share blood.
We share, well, yes, we share. So
you share blood.
Genetically, we are sisters.
Genetically, you are.
Which is why we look so much alike.
Thrifty
But
Angela says, "Oh, that's really nice." I don't know. It's kind of creepy. That means that that family tree ain't got no branches on it.
Oh, it just means that my father fell in love when he went home to see his sister, and the woman that he fell in love with happened to be his sister-in-law.
I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds silly, I know.
Ricky,
really
from outside the restaurant, because they got there before us, he goes, I can see the family resemblance.
I'm serious. I knew which table she was at before even being told.
But yeah, that's my cousin Lori, and I was so excited that we got the chance to get together because, like I said, I have not seen her, I think, since I was in the 6th grade.
I mean, you could,
it might be
in my opinion, you could be sitting next to Sue, your sister.
She reminded me a lot of my sister Sue, which was all good. But it was
Steve says that's not right, Ricky. That's not right. Good times
Dan.
in Tampa, I see. Dan, the vintage RVer. Yeah, we had a good time in Tampa. Are you done explaining this photo?
Yes.
This was a great time at the Maple Street Biscuit Factory, and great food, and of course, great family and conversation. We had a good time.
Yes.
It was good to.
It's not going to be another 50 plus years before we see each other again.
I hope not. Okay, next picture here. That is Brian and Michelle of Living Our Vision.
Yes.
Living Our Vision. We had a chance to catch up with them at the RV Life Pro booth. That is, of course, if you're members of RV Life Pro, that is the makers of RV Trip Wizard. Mm-hmm. They have other apps as well, other programs. But that's Brian and Michelle, and it was good to see them over there. This, of course, is Mike and Jennifer of RV Lifestyle, and we had a chance to catch up with them and have a few words, and it was fun to see them, and it was more fun to watch them do their work.
Yeah.
They basically, like Traveling Robert and Brian and Michelle and
Stacy.
Mike and Jennifer here,
Yeah.
and Stacy and Phil and all those guys. I mean, they
MJ
work the
and-
show.
yeah.
MJ and Izzy, they work the show, and also Harold and Cindy,
Yeah.
working the show. So those folks are out there supporting their supporters, supporting their sponsors, and also supporting their subscribers, giving them what they want, which is in most respects is the RV reviews. But it was good to see Mike and Jennifer. I've been watching them. You may as well. I've been watching them for many years, and it was a great opportunity to get to see them and meet them. I don't know who those folks are.
We couldn't get away from them.
Who dem? Who dem? That, of course, is Bill and Will and Natasha and Bella. And we met them in building A or B.
That was B.
That was B. We met them in building B. And I actually saw them all over the RV show, and also spent the evening with them over at the Wing House of Brandon for the RVUTUBE get-together. The RVUTUBE gathering was last night, and we had quite a few folks there.
We did.
Keith in Indiana sort of took the reins on it and organized it and got us together over at the Wing House. We were out on the patio. They dropped it. It got extremely cold here in Tampa yesterday. And they dropped the covers for the windows.
And they had no heaters.
And they put the heaters on, and out on the patio, we were just fine. And Traveling Robert was there, and Paul, the Air Force guy, was there. And all the channels were there, a whole bunch of them. And we had
not
a
all
great
the
time.
channels, but quite a few. We had a lot of folks there.
Yeah.
I mean,
we had a lot of
the folks that were here. I mean, we didn't even get a chance to go see hardly any of them, honestly.
Oh, I know. Keith walked up to me and says, "What do you think? Was it a success?" I said, "Keith, this was great."
Yes, everybody had a good time.
There's a lot of folks here, and they're all exchanging information and talking, and
we got to meet a lot of new channels to us.
That's right.
And so it was a great time.
Tall Man RV Reviews.
Yeah,
you get to meet him.
I did. His real name is Robert.
Robert. Okay, so there is your Nursing Our Travel Bug family right there. Everybody knows Matt. Matt's RV Reviews. That's me and Matt clowning around over at the RV show. And you notice right over his, it would be his left-hand shoulder. It's to the right of your screen. A toilet sitting there. Instead of a bag chair or a lawn chair, he sat on that toilet the whole time.
Okay.
He didn't sit down very often. That's one of the busiest men. MJ, Izzy, and Matt, they're all out there just hoofing it. I mean, getting it done every day at the RV show, and that's Matt right there. Y'all know Matt. All right, who is that?
I look terrible. Well, of course, that's MJ and Izzy.
Endless RVing, and we met
Yes.
them at the Liquid Spring booth at the RV show. And it's always good to catch up with them, but they, as they are every year, just wore out.
Whew.
They did such a great job. Look forward to some great videos from them. If you didn't catch their live streams, go back and watch them, but they'll have some videos coming out as soon as they get a chance to edit. We got to meet Steve of Tuck and Roll from Instagram. Hello, Steve. Good to know you.
We enjoyed talking with him.
Yes, great guy. Steve from Tuck and Roll on Instagram. Miss Barbara, who is that? And why was it nice to get to meet them?
Well, of course, that's Phil and Stacy with You, Me, and the RV. And I didn't realize Stacy was so tiny.
She is, isn't she?
But our storyline follows a lot along the same track as You, Me, and the RV. Stacy and Phil met in Yokosuka, Japan.
Who else met in Yokosuka, Japan?
I met Ricky here in Yokosuka, Japan.
That's
and
right.
Anyway, so all three of us served in the military. All three of us were
All
Navy.
four of us.
Oh, I'm sorry, 4 of us.
All 4 of us.
All 4 of us were in the Navy. All 4
Yeah.
of us served. Phil and Ricky both served on the Midway.
USS Midway,
Not
Magic.
at the same
go.
time. As a matter of fact, they left.
He was there in about 88, 89.
Yeah.
And I was there from 78 to 81.
Yeah. We were there for almost 10 years separate.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about old stomping grounds and things that we saw. They want to get a chance to get back to, they'd love to go back to Japan and just see.
Yeah,
things.
see what it's like. And Miss Barbara has had an opportunity since we were stationed there in the late 70s, early 80s. She had since had an opportunity to go back in the 2000s. No, 1990, in the 90s.
When the first Persian Gulf.
We on Desert Storm.
On the way home from Desert Storm, my ship stopped in Yokosuka, so I got to see a lot of.
And it changed then.
Oh yeah,
it changed so much. But anyway, Phil there and me were shipmates on the same ship at different times. USS Midway. He was in security, a master at arms, and I was a radioman in the communications department. And Stacy, what'd she do? She was data
processor.
Data processor.
And of course, I worked in admin.
She worked PN chief. Barbara worked in admin.
Well, I see New Horizons says, hello, everyone. Back on the road again after our nightmare.
Oh, no. What? You got to let us know. You can't leave us hanging like that, Susan and Jim, after your nightmare. All right, next picture. Speaking of Susan,
she's in the next picture.
There she is. Susan is standing right there to the left of the screen as you see it. That's Indiana, standing just over my right shoulder, my left shoulder. Yeah. And you got to look real close, but you can also see Keith. He's holding his camera. And above Keith's head, that is Brad. And then you see Diana. Then you see Miss Barbara. Then you see Shelley. Then you see Michael, and I'm center screen right there.
Yeah, you were that was when you guys were all getting ready to do the little shout out promo for us to meet up.
We did a little shout out promo for the meetup, and look at the blue skies. That weather was fine. We had no idea within a couple of days it was going to drop into the 40s.
Well, the sun broke out here late in the afternoon.
Yeah, we're going to be here throughout today and leave in the morning. So this afternoon, we'll be able to witness the mass exodus as most everybody leaves.
And we've got Timmy Ray here.
Timmy Ray the King.
He says he's sorry he was late coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. King is in the house. King is in the house. All right, let's see if we have another picture here. I'm going to let you explain that one.
This is us eating at the Bayshore Mediterranean Grill. We do a lot of eating, obviously.
Yes, we do.
The 4 of us discovered this little restaurant.
That is Michael and Shelley of our Epic RV Adventure, me and Miss Barbara, and we discovered it. Go ahead.
About 3 years ago, and we have made a point of going back every year that we've come to the RV show. So 3 years in a row, and just excellent food, tons of food. That's another place that will really feed you. So.
New Horizons says we got hung up at our campsite that we went to. We just have to. Oh, you just have to watch the video. Boy, that's a sale. She sold that, didn't she? So I got to go watch the video. Dan the Vintage RVer says, funny, I don't see Jack. Screen issues. I don't see Jack. Really? Let me pop out of this back over.
Well, Diane says it's.
Yeah, I see him. I see the video there, Dan. I'm sorry, man. We'll be back live on the screen here in just a second. Let's see if we got another video. That's it. That's the last video. That is our Epic RV Adventure and RV Underway. Michael and Shelley, me and Miss Barbara at the Bayshore Mediterranean Grill, just off base, just outside the gate at MacDill Air Force Base, and some of the best Mediterranean Turkish food anywhere. And so we have made it a go-to for us, and this was year number 3. Last year, Jerry from Happy Place Camping was with us.
Yep.
And so he was there.
Oh, the Happy Place Diaries.
Happy Place Diaries. I'm sorry. You're right. Happy Place Diaries. Looks like everyone having a great time. We did have a great time. That was some
and
excellent
it is
food.
one of our favorite traditions.
It is indeed. I'm going to go ahead and bring this back up. That, of course, is not the way to do that. Let's try it right here. Okay, and let's go ahead and remove that. There we go. That is the look around. And I'll get your pop-out screen over here in just a second. Let's see. Nothing popped out. Let's reload that. All right. Once again, we want to thank our members. There's your pop-out screen.
All right.
I want to thank our members, Steve from Avenger RV Adventure, also Johnny's Journey, Dee and Chief from Foreverland RV.
Some of you know him as Steve.
Idle, Steve.
Yep.
Idle Cruises.
Stacy, I'm sorry, Sandy and Philip.
And Over the Hill RV. Those are our members here at, we've gone ahead and activated that join button, which is right down here. So if you want to get some of the behind the scenes, the bloopers, and the members only videos, which we do every 2 days, we'll have one coming out first thing in the morning.
Okay.
And just members only first view of our videos when they come out, and just some other perks. You'll have to check them out. Icons, emojis, things like that you can use. You'll have access to those. And we have a very reasonable pricing structure there. You can take care of it monthly and just help support the creative process at RV Underway. But if you don't, remember, if you don't, nothing's going to change for you. We're going to still get the videos out there to you, just like we always did. And you also get the live streams every Sunday at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern, which reminds me, Box Van D, 5 o'clock Pacific Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time tonight. Also, BB3 and Nettie do the Haunted History Murder Mystery Haunted History. That comes your way at 5 o'clock right after us, because we're on from 4 to 5 Eastern. So they come on at 5 o'clock Eastern. Is it 5 o'clock Eastern? I think it is. She was in here earlier, but anyway. What we got going on here? If you'd like to, New Horizons. Oh, no, yikes. Got to go watch that video, don't we? Thrifty Angela. Glad everyone had fun. We did have a great time.
We really did.
Didn't buy an RV. Didn't buy nothing.
Actually, at the show, we didn't.
I did buy a beer one day, and I bought a Diet Coke one day, and I bought Miss Barbara a Sprite and a water. And between the beer and the Diet Coke and the water and the Sprite, I think we spent $175.
So we get for not bringing something in with us or walking until we were
exhausted. I think it was Traveling Robert that said a Corona was like $14.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Easily. That's how much they work well. That's how
so when you go to the shows, prepare, take your backpack and throw some bottled waters in there, and because it's very expensive. But let me tell you, the longest lines were not to see the YouTubers. The longest lines were not to get into the RVs to tour them. The longest lines were not for the actual booths and the businesses. The longest lines were at the concession stands. They were making some bank this week. And today is the last day. And we're going to pull out tomorrow morning. And where are we going?
We're going down to the Fort Myers. And
Brad and Diana told us how to pronounce it right. It's not Corshan, it's Corishan.
Something.
I believe it's Corishan State Park, about 100 miles.
Yeah, we're going to go down
thereabouts, 100 miles
State
south.
Park for about 4 days. Then we're going to cross the Everglades.
Right.
We're going to stop at a casino where we can park the RV and stay in the RV for free.
Yeah. Do
And-
some lot docking at a casino.
Yep.
They're not a boondocker's welcome, but of course, like a lot of casinos, they offer space for RVers to pull in and come inside and enjoy the buffet and maybe play a few slots or some cards or whatever. We're not much on gambling. We never have been. Back in my early Navy days, before I met Miss Barbara, I would blow my entire paycheck on a poker game payday night and have to eat at the chow hall for a solid 2 weeks before I got another paycheck. So I did like to play poker, and I'm pretty good at it, if you don't mind me saying so myself.
I think it's been a few years.
But it has been a few years, and I lost my
Correction.
poker face. Here's my poker face.
You're twitching your eyebrows. Diana's got it. That is the state park we're going to be at. Corishin. There you go. Corishin State Park. We're going to be there for 4 days. Yep.
Did you determine whether or not they have full hookups or just power and water?
I think it's just power and water.
Oh, come on now.
I don't.
That's okay. I mean, all this boondocking, we gotta. As soon as we pull in, we'll have to hit the dump station.
Hit the dump station before we get to our spot.
Okay. There you go. Because we boondocked more and will boondock more on this trip than we ever have. But boondocking for us, we don't have solar. So we don't have that advantage, but we have learned when we need to run the generator and when we don't need to run the generator.
Right.
And because of some generosity of some of our friends,
yes,
our family, we have a means to run some of the other devices that we need without cranking up an entire 8,000 watt diesel generator just to run a CPAP machine at night. And we want to thank y'all for that. You know who you are.
Yeah. And Dan says that you're good at poker, but you blew your entire paycheck.
Oh, I did.
The Nile ain't just a river in Egypt.
Denial. Hey, listen, this is you're a shipmate. You're an ex-sailor. This is a no shit-er. I won a guy's wife one night.
Oh, good Lord.
We were all drunk. He was out of money. He bet his wife. I won the hand. Obviously, nothing became of it, but it was that kind of friendly poker. Although when she found out about it, it wasn't very friendly. I don't think she spoke to him for 2 weeks.
I wouldn't blame her.
I did win a Willis Jeep. A yellow Willis Jeep that some sailor had hauled over as a Cape bomber over to Australia, and I won it in a poker game. So I didn't always lose. I always lost on the horses in Australia, but I didn't always lose at poker. But anyway, we'll try our hand down at the casino. Do you remember the name of that casino?
It starts with an M and it's an Indian, Native Indian name.
Well, it's not Micanopy. That's north of us.
Wow.
It's Mercakampi or something like that. Anyway, it's down at the Everglades, and we're going to go there when we leave Corishin.
Yes.
So we leave Corishin after 4 days, and we drive all the way down to the Everglades, and that's where we'll be.
It's about time now. They know we've been.
Dan, the vintage RVer says, so you're a bigamist now. No. It's about time now. Mikosuke. That's right. That's it. Mikosuke.
They know all about
and even
our plans.
Steve, the vintage RVer, says Mikosuke or something. Mikosuke or something. That's right. You're absolutely right. BK Genset. Woo! 8K. I'm sorry, 8,000. We do. Dan, we got an 8KW on this thing. But it's really bad. Even though it doesn't drink much gas, it doesn't drink much diesel, but it'll do anything we want if we needed to. But it's sad to have to run it just to power a CPAP or something at night, which is that's all we need.
Yeah.
That's all we need. We keep the air moving with the fantastic fan on low, just to keep the air circulating at night. And when the temperature's right, you don't have to run anything else. But Miss Barbara does need her CPAP, so we have to run that.
Otherwise, I have a headache and I'm cranky.
Yeah. But I just hate running the diesel just for that. We got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Again, we want to thank y'all for hanging out with us on this Sunday afternoon. Dan, the Vintage RVer, says, I bet he won a bridge in Brooklyn as well. I do own that bridge, Dan. What are you laughing about?
I like that he said you won.
I won the bridge.
Okay. In Brooklyn, yeah.
I own it. Y'all don't believe me.
But anyway, we're really looking good. RVing with G is here.
Hey, RVing with G. Proud that you made it. We got 4 minutes left. 4 minutes.
The CPAP solution for me is that we got the small generator that I'm able to plug it in to at night. So that allows me to run my, use my CPAP, and we can use it for other things too, but I use it for my CPAP overnight so we don't have to run the generator all night.
Yeah.
But we're going to Key West, and we'll be there for 20 days. 20 days.
We were going to be there 21 days. We're going to be there 20 days, so we get an early start coming back. We're going to come up on the, hopefully on the eastern seaboard of Florida, and maybe have a chance to meet some folks on our way back.
I hope so.
Yeah. It'll be quick meetup, so we'll be in town. We'll maybe grab lunch or dinner or something like that. But we hope to do that. 3 minutes left. We have 3 minutes left. I want to thank our members and remind you there is a membership now on RV Underway. You can take advantage of it. A lot of great perks in there. Go click on the join button. Doesn't mean you're joining. It just means you're checking out what the levels are.
Okay.
So you can click on that join button and see whether or not it's something you want to deal with. If not, don't forget, nothing's going to change. Still get the videos, and you'll still get our live streams every Sunday. But we throw a lot of stuff in for a lot of perks for those who want to become members. And you can just click on that join button back down right below us right there and check that out. Our members, Steve, Avenger RV Adventure, and Johnny of Johnny's Journey, D and Chief or Steve of Foreverland RV, Over the Hill RV, that's John, and our newest member today, Idle Cruises,
Sandy and Phil.
Sandy and Phil, thank y'all so much. We certainly appreciate it.
Want to say hello to
Little Bit Crazy Ellen J here. Also, again, we already mentioned it, but Teachers on Adventures, I was just on your website the other day. I want to thank you for being here today. It's about time now. We did run our generator 24/7 due to some battery issues. I know Brad and Diana did have some battery issues. I hope they get those worked out. A Little Bit Crazy is saying hello to everybody. We are down to uno momento. 1 minute. 1 minute. Again, thank you, members. We certainly appreciate it. Beginning next Sunday, we will probably be down in the Everglades. So I don't know if we're going to have decent internet or not, but it's at a casino, so we should be okay. But anyway, we'll be doing our live stream from there next Sunday, and we're going to have a 15-minute members-only live stream that immediately follows our public live stream. So those of you members, all of you members, will be able to join us in our live stream, and that will happen immediately following our public live stream next Sunday. So until next Sunday, from the 2022 Tampa RV Super Show at the Florida Fairgrounds in Tampa, Florida, we hope you have a wonderful Sunday and a great week coming up. Safe travels wherever you are headed. I'm Ricky.
I'm Barbara.
And you already know that. Together we're RV Underway. And until we see you again, fair winds and following seas.